Yep. well as a rake. Thank you. So I kind of have a little bit of a brush pile started over here with the intention of camping. So some dry kindling intended to be over in this general area for that reason. So this will end up being future bonfire. That up. Alright guys, so this is one of the projects that's been needed to be done. I dropped a tree here with the help of my buddy because this one was a leaner. It was leaning way back in there. And we turned it this way with a whole lot of good wedgemanship and just general good work. Fucking Billy Ray would have been proud of us. It was a pretty dead, pretty old tree where the wood should still be good. Very dry, well, I mean, somewhat dry. There's some general deadfall in here I'm going to try and get rid of without killing myself. This arced one looks freaking scary, so I'm going to be really gentle with that. I'm going to try and use, first of all, I'm going to use the tractor to clean this up and get it out of the way. I'm going to load it on a trailer and bring it up so I don't have to make 500 trips with all these rounds. My intention is to move the redneck, which served a great purpose here this last season, but we're going to move it, I think, right here, or maybe out just a smidge. And I think this is going to be the new location for the redneck. And the reason is because I'm going to make a nice little food plot in this L at the very back of my farm. So that's my intention of moving forward. So today I'd like to clean out, I hope, to get ready to have the food plot here is clean up those junk on the ground. There's a dead tree over there I'm going to cut up and move. There's a leaner right there I'm going to hopefully gently drop so I don't hit the redneck. And I'm going to grind up this stuff and get ready to have this whole back corner be a nice little food plot, and then get this spot ready to accept the redneck. I wanted to put it here, but I didn't have a chance before the season to drop this tree, and it was scary. My buddy is a full-time tree service individual. He's an excellent guy, an excellent faller, an excellent wedgeman, excellent chainsaw operator, and we took our time and were very careful dropping this tree because it was freaking scary. It was all of taller than those. I've done a ton of cleanup. I've taken a ton of wood out of here already. This is just the base of it, but I'm going to clean this all up. I think I'm going to try and grab, and I'll make a video before the battery goes dead in the stupid phone. It's cold out here, so the battery's getting sucked down. I'm hoping to grab this base with the claw and drag it out, and then I'm hoping to maybe grab some of this general stuff, and I think I'm going to notch the base of that leaner right there. Why it's hooked in an L is kind of interesting. Looks like it broke right there, so it's probably a pretty scary tree, and I do not want it to barber chair, even though it's not a super big tree. I wouldn't want it to barber chair and smoke me. So I'm going to try and nick it with the chain a couple times and kind of get an idea of what it's going to do. This leaner I'm going to cut off at the base once I get these things laying on it off. I'm hoping to get this all cleaned up today, because this is an important step to getting the redneck over here, and getting the stump dug out is another big problem. So we're gonna see how it goes today, gently, carefully, and smartly, but first we gotta get this wood out of the way so I have somewhere to run if something happens. I don't wanna have all this wood sitting here. So, you know, Grapple's doing its work. It's a really nice tool. Having a Grapple on a compact tractor is just amazing, but we're gonna see if it can handle this. I was amazed it picked up that whole dang portion of the tree right there. So we're gonna see how she does with this, because it's a bit of a mess right here. So we're going to see what we can do. So stay tuned. up and buck. Aha! All right, I got to make this quick. Didn't have any craziness. Notched it, very gently cut it, let it kind of come down at its own pace. Give this one a notch so I didn't get pinched. 550 came through as usual. We're gonna try and drag these suckers out. So, we got this guy niched over here. We're gonna try and drag the birch out, but first we're gonna get this guy out of the way. I niched it right there. Didn't catch the bar. Try to take this out. Then we'll try and pull that out. But I think we're gonna try and get the birch out first once we get the scary piece out. So we'll see how she goes. Now I have like no battery, so I probably won't be able to film this, and I'm sorry, but I'm trying to do the best I can. We'll get a before and after picture for sure. Solid piece of wood. Oh. Gotcha now. You know what we do now, boys? We stand up and buck. saw haul is doing its job. I absolutely love the thing. It's so cool. They do make ones that go onto your ROPS, but that's pretty convenient. So yeah, this is a pretty big chunk of crap that's been down for way before we bought the property. So I'm gonna dice this sucker up, get some more rounds ready. I'm sure some of this is gonna burn okay, so we'll find out. Basically, the plan is Redneck's gonna move there, which will open up this space. Our property line's right there. My neighbor's been wanting to have a food plot to pull the deer off his property in the morning and then give him a reason to come back or, walk back through his property off of other places in the evening. So this will be mutually beneficial for both of us. We're gonna put it, or I'm gonna put it right here. It'll be L-shaped, and the farmer's gonna farm more into the field this year because there's just too much room here. It was honestly hard to hunt, especially with a bow. It was way too much room. So, that's a stump. I'm gonna try and get that out of here once we do get this all cleaned up. This is just a bunch of pickers and garbage, so this will be amazing to get cleaned up. It'll make a nice area here that I'm going to first disc up and then rototill, and we'll be off to the races this year with a great food plot. We're gonna grind that up today. I'm hopefully gonna get all the down crap out of the way so I can run the brush mower through all this and make it all nice. So we'll see. It's turning out really nice. All the equipment's working perfectly. Man, this is just heaven. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video, and I'm getting a little bit rushy because I've been on 1% battery for literally ever. So no idea how my phone's still on. Thanks for watching. Pretty heavy. Oh yeah. All right, here's the after action report. Everything went great. We made a lot of chips. No problems at all. All the equipment worked absolutely perfectly. We have our junk brush that will be used, well, I mean kindling. There's a good bit of kindling here. Ah, shoot, those are some pretty good pieces I should have grabbed and thrown in there too. So that one tree that was kind of looked like a hoop, it had quite a bit of load on it, and that's that stump right there. I'm gonna use the mini, dig this out, dig that out. Because I should be able to reach a boom in there and grab that and rip it over. That's why I left it up, because I'm gonna grab it with the mini, pull it over. This is I mean, that's probably off of my property. This is on my property. My neighbor is happy to have me help clean up his woods. We already have that sorted out. But I'll probably kill that horrible thing and let some light get back into these trees here. We'll get rid of that piece of junk at some point. We're kind of going to take this by here, but we're going to dig this out with a mini, and the plan is to make a nice flat pad right here, and the redneck is going to come right here. So we're going to have a food plot right there, so the redneck will be chilling and looking over top of the food plot, so it'll be pretty sweet. So this turned out quite good. I mean, obviously we got some more piddly crap to pick up, but my attention got turned over here because it was so ugly and so bad that I had to, we gave some attention over here because it looked terrible. That Dirt Dog brush mower, it does a good job. Look at the finish it left. Look how nice that looks. This was all overgrown, horrible pickers and vines and whatever. Some of that got dragged out, honestly, right here, but this stuff I ground up. The intention is to make the food plot live in here. Once the redneck goes away, this thing will be gone. We have other general assorted junk ground up. I'm planning on leaving this stuff because it's not hurting anything, and my intention is for, you know, your cagey buck that's kind of scared, doesn't want to stick his face too far out. This will all be food plot. So he will feel a little bit more comfortable with a little bit of cover. That's my plan. And so this guy will be over here, sort of, right there. So this nice area right here will be a nice L-shaped food plot, and it'll have this little bulge in here. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. We got that piece of junk I'm gonna get rid of, some leaners and general bull crap. My property line is, well, basically, it's right here, which is fine. Neighbors are wanting a food plot anyway over here, so it'll work out just fine. And I did call and ask him if he cared that I pulled out these two trees, and I did pull the stumps, so they're gone. We'll get that all smoothed out. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. I believe I took a video of the big stump coming out. The little stump, don't think I was running the video. My phone died. But yeah, so that's one of the stumps. It's still an okay tree, you know? Well, you know, it's deader than a doornail, but there's some good wood that came off this, and you saw sitting in the truck. So we will be burning, grinding, maybe dice up some of this and throw it in a bonfire. You know, when you got hot coals, you just burn the junk down. There's just these horrible picker bushes in here. So this is the divider between mine and his property. I don't know what I want to do. If I had those pickers, no, these horrible vines are absolutely terrible. I may, oh, they got some pickers on them too. They got all ground up in their pickers here. I may grind some of these up because I don't see that they're doing me any good. So I can have more food plot. We definitely have a couple leaners still right here, but there was just so much wood that I moved today. Like, I did what I could. We got turkey season in, well, it'll be 2 nights and 3 days from the 2nd. Today is Wednesday, and turkey season is Saturday morning. Weather is not looking super hot. However, I think we're gonna give it a shot anyway. But yeah, so this will look a lot better. I think this will look really good with food plot right here. And that thing moved elsewhere. It was an experiment to put it there, and I didn't really love it because we were kind of walking back a little far. I'd rather not quite bang the corner coming all the way back here. I'd rather be, you know, accessing there. And we'll also have a driveway around the front of the farm this time. So we're gonna have the farmer plant probably about right there. So basically another whole planter width over, so we give him more land, and we're going to take a truck driveway in the front of it so that I can walk down the front edge instead of accessing things through the back. This was corn, so you're never going to access through the corn. We will have beans this year, so it's going to change the dynamics a little bit. The corn, not sure, was super great for early season because the deer just stayed inside the corn. It didn't have to go anywhere. So yeah, it's been a lot of work. Chainsaws work perfect, tractor worked perfect, grapple worked perfect, tons of power. For the size of the tractor, it manhandled this stuff, and as you will see with the trees and whatnot, it manhandled everything pretty well. So I'm very pleased. This was kind of the maiden voyage for the grind, for the it was the first time for me operating a 3-point attached brush mower. I mean, that's not really true. My buddy's got an old Massey, and I ran his, but it's kind of a different ball game when you have, and that really, that brush mower's got some sharp blades, and it did a really good job. So, yeah. So I mean, I have ran a brush mower, but it wasn't for any extended period of time. This was more, I learned a lot, and the outcome is pretty good. So yeah, we'll get some licking branches in a couple places here, see if we can entice some bucks to make some effort. Last year we got the shelter up, as in the blinds. This year we're going to do some property improvements relating to food plot. We sort of did do a food plot, and you can kind of see the greenery right there. It was like a mix, clover and rye mix, and it's coming up nicely now, and that's fine. It wasn't that hot during the season because I don't actually know why. So I'm still learning. I've made some mistakes, but we're kind of learning what we're doing here. Like I said, that I just can't even stop looking at that leaner. It's just so ugly. That'll be gone. We got some big dead trees over here that are going to go too, but that way we get some light down to things that are actually growing. That stand of birches is in good shape, so that's exciting. You know, let those guys keep growing and keep being happy. So we're gonna get some of this junk ground cover off, and over time, we'll see kind of where we lie. So thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video of the machine working, and this is kind of like your little bit of an after action kind of thing. We had a good time, good luck, and no mistakes were made. There was plenty of opportunity with those leaners to have a mistake happen, and I did a good job. So that's really all that matters, is ending the day safely, because at the end of the day, these are hobbies. It's pretty stupid to kill yourself doing a hobby, right? So, but I guess that's kind of how most people get. If they're gonna kill themselves young, it probably was a hobby. So yeah, that's where we are. We'll get this disced up and then tilled, and then I'm not sure what we're gonna do for I'm gonna have to do some thinking about what we want to plant back here. If we should do the no-till setup, or if we should just till it, or disc it, fertilize, disc it, till, plant into the till, and spray to prevent any current greenery from continuing to grow. We might do that. Avoid the extra step of growing buckwheat in this specific situation, especially because we have easy access to it. The no-till method is really good if you don't have the equipment around, but we have the equipment, and I'm not. I would like to kind of get some experience doing it that way too. So, might be doing it that way. We'll get the rest of this stuff cleaned up. In good shape. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Share with your friends, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and you guys have a great day.